Hello Dub Nation, it's always a thrill to connect with you, especially as we're about to reveal the latest news that could shape the fate of our beloved Golden State Warriors. But before we dive into this whirlwind of information, let me make a friendly request. Show us some love by clicking the like button to strengthen our bond, and hey, if you are not subscribed yet, join our channel for a thrilling and emotional journey. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay ahead of the game.
Golden State's decision on Brandon Podziemski looks even better with decline of rivals. Losing 2 top 10 lottery picks in consecutive years is starting to catch up with the Golden State Warriors. However, if there's any silver lining, it's the decision to draft Brandon Podziemski, who now shines as a beacon of hope in their recent draft results. Despite being controversially benched during Game 6 on Friday night, Podziemski remained a key contributor for the Warriors, averaging nearly 29 minutes per game in their first-round series against the Houston Rockets. His impact has been undeniable, and his continued growth makes the Warriors' draft choice look smarter with every passing game. But it's not just Podziemski's own development that makes his selection stand out. It's also the stagnation of his rivals, selected around the same time, right after the 2023 lottery picks. Podziemski is a steal over Jaime Jaquez Jr. Last season, there was considerable debate over who had landed the biggest draft steal: the Miami Heat with Jaime Jaquez Jr. at No. 18, the Warriors with Podziemski at No. 19, or the Houston Rockets with Cam Whitmore at No. 20. Fans of each team defended their picks, but all could at least agree on one thing: the Los Angeles Lakers made a questionable move by selecting Jalen Hood-Schifino at No. 17. Both Jaquez and Podziemski made the all-rookie first team, with Jaquez earning a slight edge as he finished higher in the Rookie of the Year voting. However, since then, Podziemski has moved to the forefront, not just due to his own improvement but because both Jaquez and Whitmore have faced setbacks in their second year. Jaquez, in particular, struggled to crack the rotation for the Heat during their first-round playoff loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Zach Lowe of The Ringer even pointed out how Jaquez's lack of playing time underscored Miami's playoff challenges. Not much was said about Jaime Jaquez Jr., who went from being a potential trade asset for Damian Lillard to not even being able to get on the floor against Pelle Larsson in the playoffs, Lowe remarked. Meanwhile, Whitmore's regular season has been disappointing, with fewer minutes, reduced scoring, and worse shooting percentages compared to his rookie year. The once promising forward now finds himself out of the Rockets' playoff rotation, proving that the Warriors made the right call in passing on him for Podziemski, despite Whitmore's pre-draft hype. Podziemski's future is bright. Given Podziemski's impressive production and his potential at just 22 years old, it's hard to imagine him not cracking the top 10 in a redraft of the 2023 class. The Warriors deserve credit not only for making the right pick but also for resisting the temptation to trade Podziemski for Lauri Markkanen in the previous off-season. Markkanen, who underperformed with the Utah Jazz this year, has shown why Golden State's decision to stick with Podziemski was the smarter long-term move. The future looks incredibly promising for both Podziemski and the Warriors. While the team's draft strategy could have easily backfired, their faith in the young guard is now paying off, and with the benefit of hindsight, it's becoming clear that the Warriors didn't just make a solid pick, they made a franchise-defining one. As the season progresses, it's clear that Brandon Podziemski's value to the Warriors is only increasing. His on-court IQ, impressive playmaking abilities, and versatility have made him a crucial part of the team's future. For a franchise that has been so accustomed to making high-stakes, high-reward moves, Podziemski is starting to feel like a home run pick, especially when contrasted with some of the struggles faced by players picked just above him. One of the key areas where Podziemski shines is his adaptability. Unlike many young players, he doesn't just contribute in one area but brings a well-rounded game to the table. Whether it's facilitating for teammates, scoring efficiently, or taking on tough defensive assignments, Podziemski has proven he can be trusted in a variety of roles. This kind of versatility is something the Warriors have always valued, especially as they continue to build for both the present and the future. The decline of rivals. Meanwhile, the players drafted just ahead of him are facing much more uncertainty. Jaquez, despite his strong rookie year, has yet to fully realize his potential in his second season. The Heat's struggles in the playoffs have put additional pressure on the young forward to step up, and his inability to do so has left many questioning whether he can develop into a cornerstone piece for Miami. As Lowe pointed out, Jaquez's fall out of the rotation speaks volumes about the Heat's struggles and how far he has to go to be a reliable contributor. Similarly, Cam Whitmore's lack of growth in his sophomore season has raised red flags for the Rockets. His underwhelming stats and absence from the playoff rotation have led many to wonder if the Rockets' high hopes for him are premature. For a team that's been rebuilding for years, Whitmore's inability to take the next step is a significant blow. It's becoming clear that the Warriors made the right decision in selecting Podziemski over Whitmore, whose potential has yet to materialize as expected. Warriors' smart decision to stay patient. Adding to the Warriors' success in this draft, their decision not to trade Podziemski for a veteran like Lauri Markkanen is looking increasingly savvy. While Markkanen had a strong year with Utah, his lack of consistency and the Jazz's overall struggles suggest that Podziemski's potential to be a long-term asset far outweighs the fleeting benefits that Markkanen might have provided. The Warriors' patience with Podziemski, resisting trade temptations, has given them a young asset that fits perfectly with their championship core, allowing them to keep their future plans intact without sacrificing their current aspirations. The bigger picture, Warriors' vision moving forward. Looking ahead, the Warriors' ability to continue developing young talent like Podziemski is vital for their long-term success. With the core trio of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green nearing the end of their careers, Golden State is in a crucial transition period. Podziemski, alongside other emerging talents, represents the next wave of Warriors basketball, one that could sustain the franchise's competitiveness even as the legends of the past fade into history. The broader implications of Podziemski's rise aren't just about his individual development. They reflect a larger strategy by the Warriors' front office. For years, they've balanced the pursuit of immediate championships with the cultivation of future stars, and this latest draft decision is a prime example of that. Podziemski, already a key contributor in his early years, could be a linchpin for the next era of Warriors basketball. Moreover, the Warriors have shown that they can find success beyond just the lottery picks. While many teams in the NBA focus on securing top-tier talent with high draft positions, Golden State has proven that with the right scouting and development, they can identify diamonds in the rough. As the draft landscape continues to evolve, the Warriors' ability to make smart, impactful selections, like Podziemski, will be a major factor in how they maintain their elite status in the NBA for years to come. The road ahead, an exciting future for Podziemski and the Warriors. As the season unfolds and the Warriors continue to build their roster for the future, all eyes will be on Podziemski and how he develops alongside the franchise's established stars. If he can continue on his current trajectory, there's little doubt that he will be an integral part of the Warriors' plans for the next decade. In a league where championships are always the ultimate goal, the Warriors' ability to nurture young talent like Podziemski could give them a sustainable edge over their competitors. And with the rival teams who once seemed poised to challenge Golden State, including the Heat and Rockets, facing their own difficulties, the Warriors' foresight in drafting Podziemski might just turn out to be one of the most decisive moves of this era. Warriors must make obvious adjustments before it's too late. The risk didn't pay off. Steve Kerr's gamble in Game 6 didn't yield the desired results. The Golden State Warriors head coach opted to go with Gary Payton II and Buddy Hield in a lineup that hadn't been used all season long. This decision to stray from the starting lineup that had served the Warriors well in recent months has been controversial. It was already a questionable move to send Moses Moody back to the bench, and replacing Brandon Podziemski with Payton, despite Podziemski scoring 26 points in the Game 4 win, only added fuel to the fire. Warriors need to return to the lineup that got them here. While Payton played an excellent fourth quarter in Game 3, helping Golden State close out the win, the veteran guard has struggled to make a meaningful impact throughout the series. His offensive limitations have been a major issue for the Warriors, who have had trouble scoring, and despite his defensive reputation, Payton hasn't been able to provide the necessary impact on that end either. Payton's plus-minus of -47 in 96 minutes is telling. That's 18 fewer points than any other player in the series. Kerr might still have faith in the experience Payton brings, but these numbers indicate that Payton simply shouldn't be starting at this stage of the playoffs. The same can be said for Buddy Hield. While he had solid performances in Games 3 and 4, his production predictably dropped off in Games 5 and 6, reflecting his overall season. In the last 2 games, Hield hit just 2 of 10 field goals and missed all 6 of his three-point attempts, finishing with a -25 in plus-minus. Kerr might argue that the inclusion of Hield and Payton was an attempt to better match up with Rocket center Alperen Sengun defensively. However, there comes a point where you need to trust the players who have gotten you this far, the ones who have proven themselves throughout the season. Trust the lineup that turned the season around. The lineup featuring Stephen Curry, Podziemski, Moody, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green was one of the best in the league during the final stretch of the season. It not only gave the Warriors a defensive boost but also helped propel them into a strong position, with the best defense in the NBA since February 7th. If the Warriors want to risk elimination in Game 7, they should at least fight with their best possible unit. The starting 5 of Podziemski and Moody, alongside the usual stars, posted a net rating of plus 16.4 over 211 minutes during the regular season, and they absolutely deserve the chance to set the tone for a potentially memorable Game 7 victory in Houston on Sunday. Making the right adjustments for success. At this stage in the playoffs, it's all about executing what works, not chasing risks that haven't panned out. The Warriors' best chance at winning now lies in trusting the lineup that's been consistently effective for them. Kerr and the Warriors' coaching staff have made bold decisions throughout the season, but Game 7 isn't the time to take unnecessary chances. It's time to trust in the players who have delivered and give them the opportunity to finish what they started. The pressure mounts. Warriors can't afford to waste this opportunity. As the Warriors gear up for a high-stakes Game 7, the pressure on Kerr and the rest of the coaching staff is mounting. This is the kind of game where every decision matters, and it's clear that Kerr will need to make the right choices to avoid a heartbreaking early exit. With the championship window still open but slowly closing, there's no room for mistakes, especially when the stakes are as high as they are in this series. Kerr has always been known for his ability to adapt and make timely adjustments, but this may be one of the biggest tests of his coaching career. The Warriors' core, led by Stephen Curry, is aging, and with each passing year, the team becomes more reliant on younger players like Podziemski and Moody to step up in big moments. The time to evolve the roster and make the right moves is now, before the window of opportunity closes for good. Podziemski's growth. A rising star in the making. Brandon Podziemski's continued growth throughout the season has been a silver lining for the Warriors, and his performance in the playoffs has solidified his place as a key piece of the future. The young guard has shown flashes of brilliance, whether it's in his scoring, his playmaking, or his ability to contribute on both ends of the floor. At just 22 years old, Podziemski is rapidly becoming a player the Warriors can rely on, and his development could be crucial in whether the team can compete for championships in the years to come. His impact during the regular season was significant, and the Warriors' defensive resurgence was largely thanks to his versatility and ability to fit seamlessly into Kerr's system. If Kerr can get Podziemski more involved and fully trust him in crunch time during Game 7, it could be the game changer the Warriors need. It's clear that, moving forward, Podziemski could be a foundational piece for Golden State, and giving him the opportunity to shine in the biggest moments would not only boost his confidence but also the team's chances of advancing. The need for balance. Depend on the stars but give youth a chance. While the Warriors' superstar trio of Curry, Thompson, and Green is still at the heart of the team's success, they need more than just their established stars to make a deep playoff run. The team needs to strike the right balance between trusting the experience of their veterans and incorporating the energy and potential of their younger players. This balance has been a hallmark of the Warriors dynasty, and it's been one of the keys to their success over the years. However, it's crucial that the Warriors don't fall into the trap of relying too heavily on their stars while neglecting the young talent that's capable of contributing in a major way. In this playoff series, players like Podziemski and Moody have proven they are more than capable of stepping up when needed. They offer the Warriors not just energy and fresh legs, but also a sense of urgency and hunger to prove themselves on the big stage. A game-changing decision. Kerr's move could define the series. The way Kerr handles the lineup in Game 7 could define the rest of the series, and with the Warriors' backs against the wall, every move he makes will be scrutinized. Returning to the starting five that performed so well in the final stretch of the season, featuring Podziemski and Moody alongside Curry, Green, and Thompson, would be the logical choice. The Warriors have shown that they're at their best when they trust this group, and the numbers speak for themselves. But Kerr will also have to make some key in-game decisions: when to push the pace, when to rely on their defense, and how to navigate the adjustments made by the Rockets. The Warriors are playing for more than just a playoff victory. They're fighting to keep their championship window wide open, and there's no margin for error. The pressure is not just on the players, but on Kerr himself to prove that his leadership and experience can guide this team to victory when it matters most. Looking beyond Game 7, the future of the Warriors. Regardless of what happens in Game 7, the future of the Warriors is full of possibilities. With a core of all-time greats like Curry and Thompson, coupled with a growing young talent pool featuring players like Podziemski and Moody, the Warriors are in a strong position to continue competing for championships in the future. But for now, Game 7 will be the ultimate test of their resolve. Can they rise to the occasion and make the necessary adjustments to secure another deep playoff run, or will they fall short? For the Warriors, it's not just about making it through this series, it's about setting the stage for their future, and making sure they're still a force to be reckoned with when the dust settles. With a blend of veteran leadership and young talent, the Warriors are in a unique position to extend their dynasty. But the road to another championship will require a mix of bold decisions, strategic adjustments, and unwavering trust in their players, especially in Game 7. As Kerr prepares to make his next move, The clock is ticking, and the weight of the moment is palpable. It's do or die for the Warriors, and their next steps will determine if they continue their championship pursuit or fall short of the high expectations that have come to define their dynasty.